They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls it fired complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Red pass, it's complete. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. He'll pull it down and run. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got the back over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cornhuskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
At their own 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After misfiring, it's second down. The hand to the running back. Turning it off. Got the first down and more. The 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're setting up the screen. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Back to pass on second down. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. RPO complete to open the drive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Ripping through the defense.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He's got it down the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Huskers have a lot of options on second and inches. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Rushes on him. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll give it to the back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back.
They'll go to the ground. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Nebraska, 17.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds.
Got it. Let's go.
Quick release by the QB. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Coastal Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Brings him to the open. Pass the sticks, him still on his feet. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, He has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On the snap, it's Thomas. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner. And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point was good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And that's good enough.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quickly complete. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Huskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, attack ball. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Back to pass. He's got it. Turning it on. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Behind the chains now on second and long. Unloads quickly. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.